Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to build a nice barbecue caddy. Let's get started. For this project, I'll be using some natural color hard maple. It's a mix of sapwood and heartwood. I think it looks great for projects. The first step is breaking down my large boards into smaller pieces at the miter saw. From there, I'll run through the planer to get them to my finished thickness of a 1/2 inch. Once I have all the boards to a 1/2 inch thick, I run them through the jointer to give one straight edge to make it safe to run through the table saw. If you don't have a jointer, you could also use a skill saw with a straight line rip guide. I'll leave a link in the video description with all the part dimensions. With the parts at their final thickness and width, I trim up the ends on the miter saw and then cut to length using a stop block. I find this very useful when trying to get accurate, repeatable cuts. I give all the parts a quick sand to remove any machining marks or scuffs. I find it's way easier to do this in the early steps instead of trying to do it once everything is assembled. I also use my hand plane to knock off all the sharp edges on the pieces. I mark the angles for the two end pieces and then use the jigsaw to cut them. Now it's time for assembly. I use my square to line up all my parts, and I pre-drill all the holes. Because the parts are so thin, cracking could be a problem. I'll be using a number 7 stainless steel trim screw for assembly. These type of screws have a little bit of a narrower profile and a smaller head, which I think has a nice look on the finished product. And whoops, forgot to put the rounded edge on the paper towel holder, so mark that up real quick and trim it off with the jigsaw. I smooth it over with my Shinto rasp, one of my favorite tools by the way. Hit it with the sander real quick and then back to assembly. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Let's do the other side. For the top railing, I'll be putting a space of 3/4 of an inch. I use another railing piece as my spacer guide. Square up the end, tap the holes, screw it in. Now it's time to add the center divider. I use some scrap 3/4 inch pieces to guide my spacing, mark the center, and drill from the inside to the outside. and then drilling again from the outside into the divider piece. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Time to add a handle. My last step is to add a small dowel rod to the paper towel holder. I'm going to glue it and screw it to make sure it's nice and secure. Alright, there it is. Ready for the summer barbecue. Thanks for watching.